everybody, Charlie over here at Classic Mazda. Today I'm going to be going over the CX-30 base model, and this one happens to be in Snowflake White. And you can see right here that after the window tint, you're looking at a total of $23,794 as your MSRP. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the features on the base model CX-30. So coming up to the back of the vehicle, we notice right away that we do get the rear privacy glass that comes standard on the vehicle. You also get the nice rear wiper blade that's going to help you when it's raining outside. You also have the CX-30 logo back here as well, and you'll have your SkyActiv G emblem as well, which is the engine technology that Mazda has designed. Walking up to your back hatch, you have a button underneath right here. Simply push in and lift up. It is assisted, so as soon as you get about halfway, it will open the rest on its own. Not automatic on the base model, but is assisted at 50%. This is the cargo space that we're going to be looking at in the CX-30. Across all trims, this will not change. You also have your floor mats right here. Underneath here, we have our space-saving spare tire. Jack tools are all included as well. And when I say space saving, it's just saying that it's going to be the same width as the tires that are on the vehicle currently. So if you happen to get a flat and you ride with this spare, you're not going to be riding crooked. Your jack is right there, like I said, all included. And you also get roadside assistance for 3 years as well at no extra cost to you. Now if you wanted to fold these second row seats, very easily done. You have buttons right here on this side, and we have another one on the adjacent side to push the seats down. Simply pushing the button. Push forward just like so. It will fold 50-50 split, and it will lay 100% flat, so you can configure storage as needed. Your tail lights are going to be a nice halogen LED combination. You're going to have halogen lights with the LED blinkers. And then if you walk to the front of the car, you're going to get full LED headlights in the front for great visibility at nighttime. And you're also going to get high beam control, which will automatically turn on and off your high beams when light conditions are poor. So looking at the front of the car, it gets the same look as the CX-5. You have the nice black mesh grille, which is supposed to signify chain link armor in the Samurai days. And as far as your radar cruise control, the infrared sensor is actually housed right here behind the Mazda logo in the front of the vehicle. Looking at your tires, you're going to have the Bridgestone all the way around, and they're going to be your 16-inch tires. Looking at the outside of the passenger and driver door handles, you're going to see this little divot right here, and what this is for your advanced keyless entry. So the range of the key fob is about 2.5 feet, so as long as that's in your pocket, book bag, purse, what have you, as long as you come to the car, all you have to do is pull the handle once. You're going to hear a beep, the car door will unlock. Pull again to gain entrance. Taking a look at the interior now. In the back seat, you notice that you do have the two-tone leather. You got the nice navy blue on the door panels, and then you have the black cloth is for your seat material. So right here you can see that nice blue and black two-tone. And then if you have kids, good news is you will have latch for car seats. You can clip in the car seats very, very easily just by putting them right here and right here. Will clip on real nice and snug. Makes it very easy to get them in and out. Looking at your driver's seat, you have a couple of adjustments you can do. If you want it to tilt back and forth, you have your lever right here. This lever right here actually raises and lowers the seat. So if you want to feel higher up in the seat, simply go like that, which will raise the seat. If you want to feel lower in the seat, simply push down just like that, and it will lower the seat. This right here, just turn this dial, and it actually will raise the front of the seat or lower the front of the seat. I'll try to do it so you can try to see. Sorry for the shaking in the camera. So even on a base model, you do have some configuration capabilities for your seat. Looking at your light stick here, it's set to high beams now. You can technically set it on auto, and it's going to always know the right time to turn your lights on. This button right here is for your high beam control. The only time you would ever want to press this is if your high beams are turned on in a moment you don't need them. Like let's say you're driving down your street in your neighborhood and one of your lights is out, so the high beams kick on and then it blinds the whole neighborhood. So Good example of when maybe you want to press this, because it will manually turn it off. Otherwise, the high beams are going to constantly be scanning light conditions, and they're going to turn it off and on as needed. Looking at the front interior of the car, you can see that even for a base model, Mazda has given you the nice two-tone interior. You have the nice soft touch leather stitching on the dash and on the door panels. You have a updated infotainment system that we'll get into in a second. And then you have your nice digital speedometer as well. Take a look at that two-tone interior over here on this side. Very, very good and classy look, even for a base model. Your air conditioning is just going to be your standard manual AC. You got your AC right here, hot, cold, max AC. You have your fan speed right here, internal circulation right there, or external. You have your foot and defroster, feet, face and feet, just your face, AC on and off. Pretty simple. Then you have your front and rear defrosters right here with your emergency lights right there in the center. Looking at our steering wheel, if you look at the left-hand side, this is going to be all of your Bluetooth controls. So whenever you connect your phone to the infotainment system, this is how you're going to be able to answer your phone calls when one comes in. This is how you would ignore or hang up. This right here increases your volume or decreases your volume. And then if you're listening to music, next and previous is this switch right here. Looking at the right-hand side, these are all of our radar cruise control settings. I'm going to try to position the camera so that you can see the center display right there. I'm going to press the info button over here to change the display. So now the screen that we're looking at here is our active driving screen. The car in the middle represents this car. It's going to be you as the driver. The two lines on both sides of the car is for your lane keep assist safety feature that does come standard on the CX-30 base model. Now if you wanted to turn on cruise control, it's going to be this button right here. You'll press it and then you see the symbol come up in the display right there. I'm going to turn it off and on again just so you can see. So we got the emblem there now. I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on. Alright, so now we see the emblem is on. So now I'm going to come up here to this switch, which actually sets your distance that your cruise is going to be following the vehicle in front of you. So to adjust that, simply go up like that, and now you see 4 bars come up above the picture. Now, keep in mind where the button is that I'm using. I'm going to leave it right here, and now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. So using that same button, I'm going to go up to see that we are currently set at 4 car lengths. I personally like to use it at about 1 or 2. It seems that 4 is a little bit too far of a gap between you and the person in front of you. You're welcome to experiment with it and determine the best setting for you, but I usually leave mine about right there at number 2. Looking at your windshield wiper lever here, it is the rain sensing wipers. So you get that standard in the CX-30. Now how this works is you see that the orange light is on right now, signifying that it is set to auto. 1 notch up turns it off. 1 notch down turns it back to auto. 1 notch further puts it on low intermittent speed. It'll just keep going until you manually stop it. And then 1 more down goes faster intermittent speed. There's no reason to have it set anywhere other than right here, as it will wipe the windshield clean whenever it rains. This is not speed, instead it's going to be sensitivity. If you leave it about dead center right here, maybe even 1 right there. I've had a Mazda 3 for about 2 years with this feature, never had to touch the windshield wiper. This year Mazda came out with a new infotainment system. It's no longer a touchscreen, and it's all commanded by either voice or the commander knob, which if you look down here, same position as previous years. And if this is your first time looking at a Mazda, the design approach behind this is that with your arm right on the armrest, this button falls right in your hand, allows for easy maneuvering through the system. You got twist, push, and joystick-like movements. And then the buttons surrounding the commander knob are just quick hotkeys. So, got your back button here, navigation menu here, which unless you have the SD card, this is pretty much obsolete. You have your entertainment menu here, so FM, AM, all your radio and music needs are going to be in this section here. And then this button here takes you back to the home menu. Volume is going to be this knob here. Left decreases the volume, right increases the volume. Pushing it mutes and unmutes. Star button is going to be your favorites button for your favorite radio stations. The parking brake will engage every time you turn the car off, and it will let you know that it's on by this amber light here. And to get it off, you put your foot on the brake, you push down with your foot, and then you push down on the button at the same time, which will release the parking brake. To engage it, simply lift up just like that, and it will engage it for you. Auto hold is pretty cool. Every time you come to a red light or a long drive-through maybe, you can take your foot safely off the brake and the car will not move forward. It's going to hold the brakes for you, so that way if you have a long drive, if you need to get something that maybe you dropped in the back seat, you can do so safely without the car rolling forward. This year, Mazda also upgraded their backup camera. Now we have the nice HD quality for a clearer picture, and you're going to get better visibility at nighttime as well. This model in particular doesn't come with rear cross traffic alert. That's going to come into play on the Select model. Last but not least, you're going to be getting 186 horsepower with 186 foot-pounds of torque in this vehicle. It is very, very fun to drive. You'll also get a non-CVT transmission as well in this car. You can expect a long and a healthy life from the CX-30. And I appreciate y'all watching this video, and see you next time.